Hey everybody, welcome back. It's Good Time Gal. Today is April 20th, which is National Upside Down Pineapple Cake Day. Such a delicious day. I don't know about you guys, but I love me some upside down pineapple cake. So a quick history about the upside down pineapple cake. How did it come to be? Well, it started in the 19th century, early 19th century, when we started doing canned goods. And once those housewives saw those beautifully sliced pineapples in those cans, they decided to take advantage of that and make all kinds of desserts. And one of them that stood out the most was our pineapple upside down cake. Not only are the ingredients simple to use, but if done right, it becomes an elegant centerpiece for your table. And that is basically how the pineapple upside down cake came to be. It is easy, cost effective, on our budget and our pantry staples. It's got that nostalgia that we all like, and it's also about heritage cooking, because I'm sure your mom taught you how to make an upside down pineapple cake, and you're going to teach somebody how to do it. And look at me, I'm teaching you how to do it. So that is why it aligns with Good Time Gal. And of course, it's a national holiday, and we just love those over here in this area. So let's get started. If you're following along on my blog, I'm going to do this to the T, okay? So I'm going to read off the ingredients for those of you who are watching. You're going to need 1/4 of a cup of unsalted butter, so that's 4 tablespoons. You're going to need 1/2 cup of brown sugar, 1 can of pineapple rings drained, some machino cherries, and you probably need about 5 or 6 because we're going to decorate with those. You don't want all of them. Then you're going to need 1½ cups of all-purpose flour, 3/4 cups of sugar. Then you're going to need 1½ teaspoons of baking powder, 1/2 teaspoon of salt. You're going to need 3/4 a cup of vegetable oil, or olive oil. I'm using olive oil. It's going to just give it a lighter taste. That's it. Vegetable oil just makes it a little more condensed. Then you also will need 1 large egg. Last but not least, a teaspoon of vanilla. That's it. The reason that it's called a pineapple upside down cake is because you literally are going to turn this pie upside down. Now, you were always judged on how well it came out when you turned it upside down. That was how we knew if you were a great cook or not back in the day. But we know you're a great cook because you're here, okay? So our first step is going to be similar to what we did before. And I'm lining mine because I want to make sure that I get it. I don't want it to stick. It's a little cheat for the beginners, okay? But you're going to put your melted butter in your pie pan and just kind of get it all the way around. And this is an old pie pan that's been with me forever. And then my brown sugar, I'm gonna make sure I distribute it a little evenly. Then I'm gonna take my pineapples, and now I'm gonna go around the pan. And try to push them down so that they fit into the pan. And of course, I'm gonna make sure it fits. And then there's one in the middle. So yeah. So the other two, you can eat them if you choose. Move on with the cherries. I'm just gonna put one in each hole. This is also a really great spring, summer dessert. Once you learn how to do this, you're never gonna forget it. And you'll be like, this is super easy. Why didn't I do this before? Put the top on. We're gonna set this aside. Now we're gonna mix our dry ingredients. So we're gonna take our sugar, our salt, our baking powder, take the whisk, just whisking it, and then we're gonna set that aside. Then we get a bigger bowl. I want a bigger bowl. And then I'm gonna put the vanilla, my milk, my oil, my egg. I'm just gonna make sure it all comes together. And now I'm gonna add the flour slowly. And I'm gonna add the remainder of this. Yes, this is a nice. Make sure that it covers all of your pineapple and your cherries. All right, this is gonna go in the oven at 350 for 45 minutes. Of course, I have a gas stove, so I will check it at the 40-minute mark. I will see you then. The timer has went off. And again, I have a gas stove, so instead of 45 minutes, I stopped it at the 40 mark. I went ahead and stuck my knife inside and it came out clean. So now the next part is to turn him upside down and see if we did the trick. That's always a fun part to figure out. So let's see. And I have on heat-proof gloves, so I'm just gonna do that. Then I am going to Give it a little tap. And remember, I put wax paper on top, so it shouldn't have a problem coming out. And it did not. Ooh. Yes. We did that. Pat yourself on the back. All right, now let's cut a slice. Let's see how wonderful it turned out. So, this was your first time trying this and you did it. I am so proud of you. Look at you. There's no stopping you now. You take this to a fancy get together and you have a good time. The sponge, perfect. Nice layer. Let's eat it. You knew the next step. And so did I. I'm just gonna top mine with a little bit of whipped cream. Not too much, but just enough. Yes. Oh, yes. That's good. It's perfect. We did that. Yes. Yes. You dust those shoulders off because this is an art in itself. From my kitchen to yours, happy National Pineapple Upside Down Cake Day. That's all the time we have. Thanks so much for hanging out with me on Upside Down Pineapple Cake Day. Who knew today would be so sweet and elaborate and elegant? For more of our cooking aids, please feel free to check out my channel description or go to Amazon.com and purchase my lovely cookbooks, either Good Time Gal cookbook for the holidays, or all of my mini cookbook series. From my kitchen to yours, happy cooking.